Hello, Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive here. Welcome to my weekly Dream Team Oracle reading. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. I really appreciate all of my subscribers. I love to be able to share this kind of information. Let's see what our dream teams have to share for us for the week of March 4th. Yes, we are into March. I have no idea where February went. I am definitely feeling Tarot of Dreams today. Let's see what our guidance has to say. I'm going to call in our Divine Spirit, Mother Earth, powers that be in the universe, our Divine Dream Teams, including all of the Archangels, all of the Ascended Masters, our Light Beings, Highest Guides, Creature Teachers, Elementals, Loved Ones, and Spirit. Ooh, I'm feeling 2 today. To come in today to give us the messages and guidance that we need to be successful in our week ahead. And I felt called to pull 2. So let's see what we've got. Ooh, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is a card of burden. A card of the idea is sort of coming to the end of something. This is the rewards, all of the rewards that you've worked so hard for, but then those rewards sometimes can be a burden. All those things that you've worked hard for. And what I'm feeling with this message this week is we need to really pay attention to how we are burning our energy. Wand energy is creative energy. It is how we expel and expend our energy out into the world, especially this week. I'm feeling this is the message. I'm hearing personal relationships, paying attention to what it is that you're getting from each person in relationship. Are you giving more than you're receiving? Are you maybe taking more than you're giving? I'm really feeling like it's paying attention to relationship and what energy is going in and out. Energy is so important, and I talk about this a lot on my Wayne Wednesday. I talk about it a lot here. Energy, everything is energy. And we don't even realize half the time how much of it we are expending because we just take it for granted. It's so natural. But a lot of times we end up picking up on each other's energy. We end up taking on things that aren't our own, especially in relationship. If you are a giver, and you are a healer or you want to help, that's your big purpose, is you just want to be of service to someone. You want to feel good about being able to help them because you know the answer, or, as simple as, holding the door open for somebody, or being able to donate to a cause that you believe in. That is giving of energy. And when you're doing that on a regular basis, but you're not filling up your own cup, it then becomes a burden, and everything in your life then becomes a burden because you don't have enough energy to actually get through what it is that you're trying to do. So pay attention to where you're burning your energy and make sure that you are refueling. Refueling can be in the form of self-care. It can be in the form of expressing what needs to come out, speaking your truth to your fellow person. Sometimes it's taking a step back. If you happen to be introverted, you need some time away from all of the nonsense and shenaniganery that is life. If you're extroverted, you need to get out more. You need to socialize a little bit more. So really pay attention to how you're expelling your energy and then how you can take it back. And we also pulled here the Queen of Swords. So Queen energy is all about how we organize, manage, structure, put structure around energy and the things that we're going through. And sword energy is the realm of the mind, the intellect, thoughts, and how we're thinking about things, how we perceive things. And so this is really about how you're putting structure around your thoughts. So in terms of looking at our energy, you want to be thinking about, like I said, you want to be thinking about where you're expending that energy and maybe how you can make changes, shifts, how you can restructure, reorganize if you feel that you're bleeding that energy, you're giving away too much of it. So really pay attention to your thoughts and help yourself by instigating structure around that, especially if you're not a structure-oriented person. This can be a real challenge, but it really does make a difference when you have bare bones. That's all we're asking for, is bare bones on how you're going to approach the situation. Also, this week, I do feel the reason why I'm picking up on relationship stuff more so than anything else is I do feel that this week is going to be a week where we are really highly in communication with others. Right across the board. Any issues or circumstances that you run into this week, I feel that it's going to be people-based. People that are in your inner circle, people that are in your outer circle, strangers. I'm definitely feeling that there's going to be a lot of, well, the word I'm hearing is altercation and incident. So just be cautious. Recognize that when someone is approaching you about something, they may not have thought before they spoke, and that their intention is not necessarily bad. It's just the delivery that they chose was inappropriate. I'm really feeling that that's going to be something big coming through for us this week. So pay attention to that. And then before I chose my cards, I was called to this one, the Work Your Light Oracle deck this week. So for those of you who watch me a lot, you know I do a lot of Kyle Gray, and of course love Kyle Gray, and I do Colette Baron-Reid. I have been loving this deck lately. This is Rebecca Campbell. I have never read anything of hers or done anything. I was just sort of drawn to this deck, which is unusual because it's sort of pastel-y colors. And normally I like, you know, the dark, the intense, the bright, the vibrant, but was drawn to this deck, and there's a lot of really positive messages that come through. So let's see what our dream team wants to tell us, how we can move forward with this interesting energy situation that we're dealing with coming up this week. Oh, and this one popped out at me. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Well, couldn't have picked that one better. When we are talking about how I'm picking up on relationship issues and how we're thinking about things, how we're putting structure around how we think about our energy and putting structure around what energy we're giving, that also requires boundary setting. And how many of us are really all that great at setting boundaries? I have found that while I have met a few people in my life who really are excellent at it, almost to a fault where I'm like, whoa, what is happening? My mother is one of them. She sets very, very strong boundaries and does not budge from them. On the other hand, the people that I encounter on a day-to-day basis, friends, my outer circle, clients, lots and lots of clients, this becomes a big issue. Boundary setting. How do you tell someone, no, I'm not available to make you a priority right now because I have to prioritize myself? Self-love, self-care. So what I'm feeling with this is, where do you need to establish better boundaries? When you are having these disagreements or you're having these situations where you're having some interesting communication issues, where you're feeling drained because you're expending a lot more energy than you're getting, take a look at where that energy is bleeding out of your life. Oftentimes when it comes to relationships, it's because you're giving more than you're receiving. So pay attention to where it is in your life or who it is in your life that you're giving to more than you are receiving from. Because let's face it, relationship is a give and take. And no, it's not always going to be equal. That's what we strive for. Balance and equality in everything is always great, but it's not always attainable or achievable or realistic. I think that's the better word. Excuse me, is realistic. So pay attention to what degree on the scale, on the range of things, not giving any energy at all or giving all of your energy. What range are you in with each relationship respectively? And then where do you need to set boundaries? I guarantee you're going to find at least one place in your life where you're going to need to either set boundaries for yourself, or if you're one of those lucky people that is really great at setting boundaries, what I would encourage you to look at this week that's coming through is, where can you sort of be flexible with your boundaries in order to be able to help somebody else. So boundaries are good, but sometimes boundaries block us from receiving energy from others. So where have your boundaries come in to work against you when they get in your way? So pay attention to that. Sometimes boundaries are there as a defense mechanism, and maybe that's you, that your boundaries are there to keep people out. When really that's what you need, is you need that emotional connection. So lots of food for thought this week. And then let's pull a feather and see what we got with our feathers today. I'm going to dig deep today. Ooh, this one feels good. Oh, and one fell out as well. So we'll take a look at both of them. So the one that feels really good is paint your story. Show you that there. And what I'm really drawn to with this particular feather is the color magenta. Magenta is representative of the heart, self-love, self-care. And that's what we've been talking about. So I feel like painting your story, when you talk about painting your story, I feel like one of the things that can help you as you're going through this week and running into some of these situations with loved ones, with people in your inner circle, is getting creative, doing something physical, doing something outside the box when you're having creative issues to express yourself. So it says paint your story. So obviously you could literally just paint how you're feeling and show it to somebody, or you can use it more in a metaphoric sense or a symbolic sense. That what is it, your life is a canvas. Your situation with this person that is in front of you right now that you're having this issue with, it's a blank canvas. And how do you want to express yourself? How do you want to be heard and understood? How do you want to listen and receive? And then what can the two of you paint together to bring things into alignment so that you both get what it is that you need, so that you both leave the exchange feeling better about each other and better about yourselves in that situation than when you first began. So I'm really feeling like paint your story. And then the other feather that flew out is, oh, that's so funny, spiritual alignment. So I was just talking about that, coming into alignment. And that's really what it's about. You want to work together. We're all on this planet together. We're all dealing with life together, sometimes whether we like it or not. So it's easier when we can just communicate and get to that place where we recognize that every person is really looking for alignment. No matter what it is that they're saying, even if their words make no sense, at the core of it, everybody is looking for some kind of balance. Everybody wants to feel like they're safe, like they're secure, like what they say, do, and feel matters. And that is spiritual alignment. And how we get to this is we take a step back, we breathe, and we connect to our spirit sides. We connect to our soul. So when you are in communication with someone and you're feeling the weight of this energy going down, reach out to your feathered friends, reach out to your archangels, reach out to Source and say, I don't know how to do this on my own. Help me to find the right words. Help me to get more in alignment with myself so that I can convey what it is that I really need and have it be understood, have it be received, and vice versa. Help me to be able to listen to this other person and really understand what it is that they need from me so that we can come together in alignment through spirit, whatever that happens to be, through Source, through connection to soul, to get that highest and best outcome. Wow. As always, our dream team comes through for us. So thank you so much for tuning in today. If you liked what you see here, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also do a Facebook show, a Facebook live show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time called Winged Wednesday. Feel free to submit your question. I answer 3 questions at random, kind of do a little reading for you. And there's also a card reading at the beginning where I tune into the archangels and pass on messages that will help you move forward. And if there's ever anything else I can do, you got questions about your life, questions about things that are going on, and you want a little clarity, please reach out. I would be more than happy to help you out with a reading. This is what I do. It's what I love to do. So I love to be of service to you. So reach out if you need to. Take care, guys. Have a great week.